today a little bit about Baker, and he was talking about how much he respects the story and kind of how it is similar to yours a little bit. I was just curious what relationship you have with him and how much you respect that story.
He's a good friend and a ton of respect for it. I think we both kind of, I'm sure I don't want to speak for him, but can recognize that there's some dark days in that transition, and coming out the other side of it for both of us is a lot of respect from my end, for sure. And I hope he'd say the same. But yeah, I'm a big fan of his, and he's done a great job.
You say good friends, so can you just detail how'd you guys become
just
close?
We've known each other for a handful of years now, and seen each other out and whatnot, and have been friends.
When you see the growth that he's had in his game and just continuing to win, are there moments on Sundays, Mondays, whenever he's playing, where you glimpse over and see, like, even this third down run that went crazy over the weekend, just to see his progression, his growth in his game? Where you?
Yeah, if I see it, I see it. He's playing well and doing a good job, and again, I got a lot of respect for him.
These two teams used to be in a division 23 years ago. It's
really?
been a long time.
That.
Yeah.
Right.
But it's almost like a rivalry renewed over the last few years. The familiarity with these teams. Can you speak to that over the last couple of years?
Sure, yeah. We've gotten each other, 4 or 5 times now in the last handful of years, and it feels like we've given them a good punch and they've given us a good punch. We've kind of gone back and forth in that way, and I think a lot of who they are is a lot of who we want to be too. And again, I'd hope they'd say the same thing about the respect they have for us, the respect we have for their team, how hard they play, how well they're coached, the whole thing. It's great. It's a good fun I guess, rivalry, if you want to call it that, and I think they're a good team.
Jared, you used the boxing reference. What's it going to take to knock them out on Monday?
Man, they're a really good team. They're still really good on defense, and obviously on offense doing a lot of good things. So, we got our hands full and got to come ready to play.
What do you like best about what you're doing and what the offense is doing right now? Last game.
Yeah,
maybe.
good question. I mean, last game there was some stuff to want back for sure. I think previously, I think what we're doing after the catch has been really good. At wideout and running back after the catch has been awesome. I think we're protecting really well up front. I think we're doing a lot of things well. At the same time, there's tons of stuff to work on. We're still working on those things.
And you in particular, is there something that you can appreciate about how you're playing right now most?
I've always tried to keep the ball in my guys' hands and avoid sacks. Those two things, completion percentage and low sack numbers, is something I work on and something we've done a good job up to this point.
Can you speak to your ability to, play against blitz and like how that aspect of your game has grown? I mean, just being able to kind of weather that and get the ball out and complete it.
I don't know. If the number says it's grown, great. But I think I just get older, get better. You learn more, you see more, and you start to get rid of the ball a little bit quicker. You start to process things a little bit faster. I don't know if I can put my finger on one thing other than us players are allowed to get better in this league, and I think I've done that over the last 10 years.
But also the offense, and just the familiarity with it, knowing what the answers may be.
Sure, yeah, no doubt. That's part of it too, is understanding the offense and being fully in grasp of the quick answers and the hot answers and what pressures are issues and that whole thing, for sure.
You kind of joke about it a little bit, but some people do think once you get to 27, 28, 30 years old, whatever, that you don't grow as much. How much growth have you found in sort of your later years?
A ton. I mean, my later years, yeah.
For now.
For now, I guess. A ton, really. I mean, I really have. You work every offseason to find that 1%, and I feel like I've worked hard to try to find that every year and try to get better, improve on things. I feel like I have improved on some things and always looking to improve. And I think at my position in quarterback, that you do have a little bit of a longer runway to continue to see things and get better. And your physical prowess isn't quite as important as you get older. It's more mental and getting rid of the ball and being accurate and that whole thing. So it's stuff I work on, man, and it's paid dividends in the last few years.
Gio and Dan have done a good job stepping in at left tackle, but if you guys get Taylor back this week, how much of a boost is that?
Yeah, it would be great. I know he's working to get back, and it would be awesome. He's obviously a big piece for us offensively, and I know he's working.
Tampa Bay still has a lot of the same pieces as they've had some from the last few years when you face them. I mean, do they look any different on tape from what you've seen so far?
Yeah, so some of it's different, some of it's the same. They're ever evolving, as is everyone else in the league, so they're changing things here and there, and a lot of it's the same too. But they've got really good players, and a lot of times when those teams don't change, it's because they believe in their players, and they have good reason to. They've got good players.
Is there a wager involved in that? Just a friendly wager between me and St. Brown that I unfortunately lost, but I still have faith in the troops.
What was the bet? Had it gone the other way?
I was gonna, the Decker picture from last year I would have thrown on. I would have gave him the old jersey, so it would have been great too. But I can only dream about it now.
Whose idea was it? Who came to who?
He actually, he came to me. So, and he was confident. I felt pretty confident too, but hopefully they can get back on track.
You had a heck of a performance against this Tampa team last year, living in their backfield. How do you replicate it again this year, even exceed it?
Continue to take it one game at a time and continue to put, everything into my preparation and just go out there on Sunday or Monday and let it rip, really.
Do you take anything away from that tape? Will you review and see what was working, what didn't work, and try to grow from it?
From the Tampa Bay tape last
from a
year?
Ago, yeah.
Yeah, you look at it, you give it a look because the offense is similar, but it's different, a little bit different personnel that we're going against, so it's going to be a little bit different feel, but still, hunting that dominant performance definitely.
What do you think about Baker's play this year? You go from Pat, who's a different kind of tough to take down, to Baker, who's like another guy that play never seems over.
Yeah, for sure. He's got a really crazy scramble tape of him getting out of sacks, so it's been impressive to watch, and we got to be on our stuff if we're going to get him on the turf on Monday. So it's a lot of just take him to the ground and make sure he is there, because he'll fight out of some tackles, and he's really good with that.
Does his ability maybe take him out of any kind of scheme that they might have, because team seems to extend things all the way, and maybe that gets guys out of a normal way of attack?
Yeah, there's so many scramble quarterbacks in the league now that it's just it's the standard at this point, so it's just just got to go, man, just got to attack.
After playing guys like Lamar, like Pat, does that help you going into a game like this, knowing that you have seen?
No matter how many scramble quarterbacks you see, it's a challenge every week, so it's, it's just, again, you put as much preparation as you can in, and then once you get to game day, you pull the trigger.
Can familiarity give you an edge?
For sure, yeah, definitely. I think if you see it a couple times, you're around it more, you're more likely to take it down.
Is it one fumble a game? Is that a goal this year for you?
It's been a fun year, man. It's been different because I feel like in my career I haven't forced this many turnovers. Even though I was at Michigan, I didn't have a ton of forced fumbles. So I think I put a big emphasis on it this year of attacking the football, and it helps that I'm there more. As you grow as a player, that you get more opportunities to create turnovers. So there's that also. But just putting a focus on it, and it's a premium in the NFL.
Is the game slowing down for you, in a sense, where you're able to just impact it in so many other ways that you weren't in previous years?
For sure, yeah. The more you play, the more the game slows down, and the more you just see the field better. You see the plays pre-snap. You have a good idea of what's coming your way. So, yeah, it's every week, every game I play, you get a little bit of development for sure.
Have you felt Shep emphasize the takeaways even more in practice this year than maybe even AG did in years past? And has that been showing up for you on the field?
Yeah, I don't know if there's a comparison. I think it's hard to compare the two, but every year there's an emphasis. It's the NFL. It's everybody knows how crucial takeovers are, or turnovers. But I don't know. I just think this year we're doing it, and we're being about it, which is why we've had a good amount of success.
How much are you looking forward to seeing the 54 back out there in the defensive line?
54. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be so good to have him back. I know he can't wait to be back, and he can't. It's gonna be fun to watch. That's all I know, and we're gonna be playing beside each other on some reps too. So it's gonna be really great to get him back.
You ever seen Alim have a bad day?
You talking on the football field?
No, just in general.
Not really, man. He's always very steady, which I appreciate about him. Never too high, never too low, and I think that's why he's had the success that he's had. And he's going to continue to be that way, and that's why he's special.
Been at practice the last 2 weeks, but was there a little different pep to your step, a little bit more smile, say, just knowing that now you're getting ready to perform on Monday?
Yeah, 1,000%. Probably slept a little longer last night too, trying to get some more rest for the week. But
Yeah, 10,000%. I'm 100% locked in right now, ready to go.
Does it help that you were familiar with the opponent this week? I mean, because you've been going against them for a couple of years now straight.
I would say it definitely helps. It's a familiar opponent that we've seen a couple of times now. They still do a lot of the same tendencies, a lot of the same things. But it'll be all fresh to me because, I'm coming back in. So once I get my legs under me, about 2-3 snaps, I think I'll be all right. But yeah, it is a familiar opponent, so yeah, it's good to see.
How have you felt at practice?
Pretty good.
Last 2 weeks. Dan said it's looked really, really good. Has it felt really, really good?
Yeah, it's felt really, really good. I've had no setbacks, nothing's really holding me back or nothing like that. So I'm able to go out there, do what I was doing beforehand. So it was good.
You told us a couple weeks ago there were no dark days in your rehab. It's just the way you live. But is this a day, this upcoming game, something that you've been looking forward to in your mind for a while?
Yeah, that's the only thing I've been looking forward to. I don't even know how to explain that to you. I've been waiting on this day for a long, long time. And I think the last time I was playing football, I was wearing the black jerseys. Yeah. And then I come back and we're wearing the black jerseys, so it's kind of cool. But yeah, I've been looking forward to this day a long time.
What are your emotions going to be like whenever you finally get on the field and those months of rehab finally get put aside and you get back on the field?
Just knowing me, and I don't take things for granted at all. It's for sure going to be a huge moment. But just knowing me, it's just going to be it's just going to be game day for me. I'm not finna sit here and try to make a big deal out of it and all this and that. Because, people get hurt and come back all the time. So it's like, why would I make a big deal out of it? Let's just go play football. So I know how I'm going to be. I'm just going to go out there and hoop and do what I do. But it is going to be a big day, a big deal in the back of my head. So.
What have you visualizing, just how you insert yourself with this defense? Like, as you're watching them, like, how do you see yourself jumping?
1,000%. That's all I have been doing, actually. I'll just be sitting at home just visualizing, making plays and stuff like that. So I see myself fitting in just fine, though, being explosive, getting off blocks, creating pressure on the quarterback, making plays in the backfield. So that's all I've been envisioning, and that's the work I've been putting in towards to be able to do that. So 1,000%. I see myself.
How deep are you guys at defensive tackle now with Tyleek and DJ, and obviously Roy's played really, really well too, some other pieces there. Now they get you. What advantage is that for a defense to have an inside group as deep as you guys appear to be?
I think it's a huge advantage, especially with the guys that we have as far as depth pieces go. We got guys that got experience, they've played, they've seen different blocks, they've seen a lot of different things. And then just little small things like getting a breather and stuff like that. Maybe that guy go in and he's fresh to go, and we've been beaten down on the guard, so he'll get a little rest in there or something like that. But it's huge, though, just have that experience, knowledge behind you. So it's large to have depth like that.
Hey, Mac, how long have you been thinking about this return and your season debut?
It's December 15th of last year, since the day it happened. And then after surgery, I had surgery January 2nd. And then after that, I was just like, all right, it's time to go. We got to get back as soon as we can. So if I could have came back in 2 weeks, I would have did it. But it was what it was. So we're here now. It's good to be here.
I see by Sunday you'll be raring to go. What's it going to be like to have to wait until Monday night to get out there?
It is what it is. It's things been going through my head. I think it's good, actually, because it gives me more time to visualize what I'm trying to do. So more time to watch film, break down the opponent, cut up what I want to do out there, and just let it go, just let it rip.
Was this particular game the one you had circled, or did you just kind of play as it went?
Yeah, I didn't have a particular game circled. We kind of had some weeks or some days that we were kind of thinking of, and we're exactly where we said, literally. So yeah, I mean, technically, I guess you could say we had it circled. This is the week to come back, and we came back this week. So it's been good though. I can't complain.
How fun will it be getting next to 97 again?
Say it again.
How fun will it be getting next to 97 again?
It'll be super fun. Yeah, we was already out there trying to get that chemistry back going. So it's a couple of things that we were doing out there, little head nods, little small stuff like that. We were trying to get going. But it's gonna be fun. That's an electric player to be beside. He elevates everybody beside him, around him. So yeah, we'll be head on fire. So.
Personally, do you expect to play at the exact same level you did, but for the injury?
Yeah. I mean, that's just how I think. Yeah, 1,000%. Some plays might not look like that. Some plays are going to look like that. I'm coming back. I don't know what's going to happen. But 1,000% I expect to play the same exact way. So at least that's how I feel, and that's the work I've been putting in to be the same exact way, if not better. Yeah.
Alim, when it comes to your teammates and how they admire you for not being too high, not being too low, it seems like they really look at you for a pillar. But from your own experience, has it been difficult to say that way in this experience? Or does it kind of reaffirm to you why that mentality is so important?
I wouldn't say it's been difficult. And once again, I know people go through different things with injuries and stuff like that. I'm not downplaying that, but it's just for me. I just went through it the only way I knew how. I would wake up, go work out, have a positive day and work out, and go home, get some recovery. That's just how it was. I just woke up and I knew it was time to put in some work because I had to get back. It wasn't really I had to get back. It's just for me, mentally, my mental sake. I got to get back. So I just put in the work every day and try not to complain, stuff like that. It doesn't change nothing. You can complain, you're still gonna have to rehab the next day. So it is what it is. So.
How do you feel like having the bye after this game, or is that a positive? Or are you like, man, I just got back, now I got to take another day off?
It might be. I feel that way too. During the bye, though, I'll be working out and doing different stuff though. But it might be that and a plus too at the same time. I get to get a game in and see how the game went, see how everything felt that week, kind of reassess what went on. But it could be both. But I'm gonna be working out, so it's not gonna really feel like a bye week to me. So.
Hey, knowing how close you were the past couple of weeks to playing, how challenging was it to have to watch those games from the sidelines?
It was very challenging, especially when I started practicing and I started watching them playing, because it's different when you're just watching the whole time. You're not practicing nothing. It's okay, you can watch the game. It's different when I'm practicing all week, then I have to watch the game. I'm like, okay, I could have went out there and did something, because I was practicing and I felt good. I'm like, okay, maybe I can get a few snaps here and there. But it was what it was, and it was the best choice. It was the best decision. Because now this week I feel great, nice and explosive. So it was a challenge, in my opinion. It was challenging to watch all of them, if I'm being honest, but especially when I started back practicing.
Yeah. Any preference on jerseys for Monday night? You want it all black?
Just give me one with 54 on it. I don't care what color. I don't care what color. It could be yellow. Just give me a 54.
When you see a quarterback at that kind of high level, is there some kind of maybe a tip or something that you can see that gives you an edge?
I kind of got to get back to the tape and just continue to study it. But I'll say with this guy, he's just a competitor. You go look at it, and they got 5 guys that have opportunities to sack him, and he's extending plays and giving his team an opportunity to win games at the end of games. They've done that quite a bit, and it starts with number 6. So he's done a great job, just extending plays, making guys miss, being able to be a runner in open field and use his legs. So we got our work cut out for us. But he's just kind of, in my opinion, I think he's really good. He's just tough. So I appreciate that about a quarterback.
Having said all that, does that maybe throw scheme out the window when he can do all those other things?
Well, I would say a tad, but you got to go out there and just play, and just be a football player and compete with him, because he's going to compete with you, and that's what the NFL is all about. It's just going to be a great competition. It's going to bring out the best in both sides, and they got great playmakers in their skill position, and I feel like their offensive line, it's a little, obviously they get a little banged up on offense, but you don't think that's going to burn a lot of guys fire a little bit more to have a great opportunity to go out here and play Monday Night Football against the Lions. So we're going to get their best shot.
When you see what Baker does late in games, and he did it to you guys last year, there's been some big moments between these two teams. The respect you have for him, does it also make it a little personal, knowing just what he did to you guys last year?
I would say, this is just my perspective. I feel like, and when I'm on the field, I'm just going to play, and after the game, nothing's personal. So, but I just know he's a great competitor, and I appreciate him and what he brings to the quarterback position in the NFL, because there's a lot of guys that wouldn't do what he does nowadays. But at the same time, I'm gonna go out there and compete with him. So, yeah.
How much does it help having Alim in front of you guys?
Yeah, it's gonna be great to have him back. He's just a great presence out there. His ability to stop the run and play the pass is amazing, and I'm looking forward to getting back.